Hey, if you had an accident tomorrow, though, seriously, would you know where to bring your car? You're going to go to V&J Auto Body. V&J Auto Body has been repairing cars for 40 years. It's a small family-owned business. They are a proud sponsor of ours. They've been with us since the beginning. Folks, I can't say enough about V&J Auto Body. State-of-the-art facility. They are one of the most certified shops in Suffolk County. They have the technology, the business processes, the equipment, and most importantly, the personnel to repair your car and make sure that it's put back to pre-loss condition. For your convenience, they now have two amazing locations, one in Southampton and, of course, the original location in Lindenhurst, New York. All right, so go to VandJAutobody.com, and they can be reached at 631-226-0070. Remember, V&J Auto Body is looking out for your interests, not the interests of the insurance guys. Welcome, everybody, to another exciting year-end. Yes, year-end, another end of a wonderful year. Welcome to the one and only Crash Course, the podcast that's looking out for you, the folks, the little guy, you and me, the consumer, and having a lot of fun doing it, and really appreciate all of the support and all of our regular followers out there. All right. So, so I can't believe it's the end of another year, 2025. Bye-bye. Here comes 2026. And by all counts, it looks like it's going to be really good. So I don't know about everybody out there, but I know myself, I'm looking forward to it, especially from a financial standpoint. My 401's been doing much better already. Sold my gold and silver, got ripped off. That's another story. But anyway, I did do pretty good with the gold. Gold is through the roof. So I mean, everything is just pointing to a really good outcome for us in 26, and I hope that's the case for you and your family as we look to another year. 25, I think 25 was pretty good. I think it was challenging on a lot of different levels, but economically, socially, and politically. But I think we got there. And I think a lot of things are starting to turn the corner now. So I think it's going to be good. It's going to be good for everybody. It's going to be good for us, right? The average Joe. And if you're in business, hey, man, if you're in business, all right, you should be smiling from ear to ear, okay? Because all the stuff that they put into place is retroactive for us all the way back to January 1st of this year. So congratulations on that. That's going to help a lot of us out there that are running small businesses. We're going to be able to do immediate expensing, 25% write-downs. I mean, I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be great. And in 26, hopefully it's going to get even better. So, I mean, if you're an investor type, they're looking to cut capital gains and a couple other things and maybe drop the income tax rate too for us. So a lot of good stuff. As far as Crash Course, I think we're in a good place. I like to think we had a good year. I know my good friend and podcast extraordinaire, Anthony, he monitors all these little particulars for me because God knows I don't know what the hell's going on with that when it comes to spreadsheets and numbers and all that other nonsense. But according to all of the measurable attributes when it comes to podcasting, it seems as if Crash Course is we are continuing to get traction. So that's good. We appreciate it. Thank you very much. Hey, keep spreading the word, right? Tell your friends, your family, and coworkers. Tell them to come check us out, please. I like to think we're doing tremendous work here. I know on stuff that a lot of us don't like to think about, right? Insurance-related issues, auto body issues, car accidents, right? Personal injury, all that stuff, all that nasty stuff. I get it. It's a lot of crap that, hey, who wants to think about that, right? Accidents are what they are, right? They're a big inconvenience on the lower end of the scale. On the high end of the scale, they're, they can be very, very detrimental on many different levels, right? Personally, medically, physically, and stuff like that. So what we do here, and we're going to continue to do a Crash Course, is we like to inform and advise our viewers of things that we feel are very significant and important in that realm, all right, that do impact us. Okay. And hey, listen, man, I mean, insurance is what it is, right? We all have to have it. All right. If you own a home, even if you rent, you got renter's insurance, you got homeowner's insurance, you have car insurance, commercial insurance. It's all over the place, man. You can't get away from it. But the fact of the matter is, though, while we live in the information highway world, right? And now you got this AI crap. I'll get to that in a second, too. What a load of shit that is, man. It's AI. If I hear one more person tell me, well, hold on a second, I'm going to bring up chat GPT or whatever. Holy crapola, folks. You know, stop relying on this shit. I don't know where it gets its information from. I don't know anything about that crap. And quite frankly, I don't want to. All right. I'm from the old school. Go look into it yourself. Go figure it out. Go dig through the piles and piles of paperwork and articles and research documents or whatever it is you're looking through. If it's a media related event, go check out all different news sources. Go look into things. Go check stuff out. Don't take somebody's word. Certainly don't take a machine's word. All right. It's crazy. You could take our word, though. There you go. You could take the word of Crash Course here. Yours truly. All right. Because you know our mantra, what we've been saying for many years now, right? We're giving you knowledge and information you need and can use and advice you can trust. So here at Crash Course is no AI. All right. It's just little old me. And that's a good thing. All right. We're keeping it personal here. All right. We're trying to keep it real. And you can rest assured that what you hear from Crash Course is sincere. All right. And honest. All right. And, it's been filtered through many, many different media, mainly me. Okay. Either through my experience or my knowledge base. All right. And if we're not sure about something, we try and let you know that. All right. So at any rate, hope everybody had a good holiday, whether you were lighting candles or putting Christmas trees up. All right. However you swing there. I hope that the holidays were good. All right. To everybody out there. Hopefully they were, joyful. They're not always. I know it's, human nature. We all like to celebrate and everybody likes to go on about how it's the best time of the year and it's merry and everything. But you know what, folks? Honestly, it's not actually merry for everybody, right? Same with Hanukkah, right? You got 9 crazy nights. I got my little, my Jewish friend there. Friends. And I like to joke with them. I tell them, I said, when inflation was at its highest, I said, were the candles at their smallest? Any rate, I said to him this year, I said, the candles get bigger this year? So you lighting bigger candles? At any rate, I digress. But that being what it is, honestly, though, right? I mean, we got to think about the people that are less fortunate. All right. And there are quite a few of them around. I'm sure we all probably know somebody, all right, who's, less fortunate than us. And, it's, like I said, it's human nature to focus on the positive. And that's good. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with that, right? But, it's also worth mentioning that, unfortunately, there are a lot of people that are very lonely for whatever reason, right? Either, due to a death or, a separation or, whatever it is. Or God forbid, medically infirm and stuff like that, right? So hopefully everybody's holiday was joyful and happy and you spent a lot of time with family. I did. I had a good time. And, and here we are, right? We're looking at the end of one year and the beginning of another. And like I said, I'm feeling pretty good about 26. And hopefully you are. All right. You should be. All right. Because I think 26, according to all the conventional wisdom and from what I see, economically, financially, and otherwise, it looks like we're gonna have a really good year in 26. All right. And hopefully you do too. Hopefully you and your family and your business. All right. If you're a business person. All right. Hopefully you see it as well. All right, so what are we going to do here? End of the year summation, end of the year roundup. All right, we're going to call it the end of the year roundup. So there was a lot of stuff that went on in 25, folks, when it came to the insurance industry and the auto body industry. Right now, if you were fortunate enough to get through 25 and not have had an accident, congratulations, good for you. Unfortunately, many people weren't, right? You know, the statistics, I like to tell everybody, according to DOT, it's not me, I don't make this up, but on average, every 10 years, somebody you know or yourself is going to be involved in an accident, unfortunately. It's just statistical probability and all that other, stuff goes in that big hop, and they mix it all up, and it comes out on average every 10 years. Now, what kind of accident that is, how severe it is, nobody knows. All they know is statistically and with probability, in every 10 years, roughly, you're going to have some kind of event. Now, I know people who've never had an accident, okay? And maybe you do too. And that is an enigma, all right? But good for them. They have a lot of luck, or maybe they've convinced themselves they're the best people, on the road, the best drivers. I don't know. I think it's just a lot of luck, or maybe circumstance. They just don't put themselves in predicaments because they don't drive as much, or they don't travel as much. I don't know. I don't know what skews that statistic, right? The rest of us get stuck in the 10-year, and these people, look at you and go, I never had an accident. I never had anything. That's what I say to that, right? At any rate, yeah. So every 10 years, folks. Do the math, right? You or somebody close to you is going to be involved. So, insofar as insurance, auto body, who gives a crap, I get it, but you know what? It is coming to a neighborhood close to you. All right, soon enough. All right, it's just that's life and that's statistics. All right, you can't argue with that and math. Okay, averages. So so in 25 we really started to emphasize the we really wanted to emphasize how important it is for people to start becoming more self-aware of all this stuff, right? I think it is. Listen, I work in there, right? I tell you guys all this all the time. I work at V&J Auto Body. By the way, I want to say hello to V&J Auto Body, our amazing sponsor. They have been walking this walk with us from the beginning, from the early days at the radio, and they're still with us now. Thank you very much, guys. V&J Auto Body, James Verone and Chandler Verone. Thank you very much for your support. Folks, if you get in an accident, it's no joke, right? And where you get your car fixed isn't either. That's why you're going to go to V&J Auto Body. Give those guys a call, 631-226-0070. They're located centrally, right in Lindenhurst, Long Island, Suffolk County. We do have a satellite office in Southampton. All right. So if you're out in that neck of the woods, stop by, say hello to Joe. All right. He mans the establishment out there. I think they have a little coffee and tea and some crumpets, and I don't know about the crumpets, but and say hello. And so we're all over the place. All right. V&J Auto Body concierge service means we come get you. You don't have to come to us. We can deliver a rent-a-car to you and pick up your damaged car. All right. It's a full service. It's a holistic approach to the collision industry. Folks, bottom line is you need to know and understand who's fixing your car today. All right. And I can tell you right off the bat, insurance company is not it. All right. You got to be honest with yourself. All right. If they're telling you to go to somewhere to get the car fixed, it's probably for their benefit, not yours. All right. So you go to V&J Auto Body. They can fix nearly every major vehicle manufacturer out there. They are one of the highly certified shops on Long Island. And they have the technicians, the training, the equipment. Okay. And most importantly, and this is very important, folks, I've stressed this throughout the program. All right. On many episodes. I think that this separates you from the herd today. And this is having the front office staff. All right, the front office staff at V&J is bar. I would put these folks up against any insurance adjuster with any rating or any other type of title or a degree. Folks, simply put, our girls have been at this for decades. Okay, they understand liability. They understand the negotiating process. Most importantly, they understand and are highly capable of communicating and coordinating with your insurance company. And folks, I got to tell you, man, this is getting harder and harder and harder every day and every year. Okay, insurance companies are just getting to the point where they are just creating things out of thin air, disregarding regulations, disregarding ethics. All right, and we'll get to that in a second on who the major culprits are in that. But if you get in an accident, remember, you need to know who and why is repairing your car. You need to be in the best place, in the best spot. V&J Auto Body, those folks are going to look out for you, not the insurance company. They're going to fix the car the way you want it, not the way the insurance guys do. They're going to be standing in your shoes to make sure that you get the outcome that you deserve and that your car gets returned to pre-loss condition. And hey, you may even get a discount on your deductible. How's that? All right, let's give those folks a call, 631-226-0070, V&J Auto Body. All right, cool. So, getting back to what we were saying about the whole idea about insurance products and insurance issues and auto body issues. You know, I used to do a thing on the radio which was hysterical. I used to call it it was a little bit of a ripoff on the old Jay Leno thing about the man on the street. So we had our own version over there, and it was pretty funny. You know, I used to call it man on the street. You know, with insurance, and I said, if I walked up to somebody at any given time of the day and in every location, say, hey, that guy just creamed your car, what are you going to do? And without a doubt, 9 out of 10 people would give you that deer in the headlights stare. And I don't know. I got to find a shop. Nobody knows. But if you go up to somebody and say, man, I just heard your brakes, boy, they're screaming. You got to get a brake job. Yeah, no problem. I'm going to go to Joe's Auto Repair. Or I'm going to go to Carmine's. My family's been going there. So, folks, it's just the way it is. I get it. But we're changing that here at the Crash Course, all right, the podcast here. And we also, over at the radio show, we started all this, all right, which, by the way, if you just stop by and you're checking us out, you can find all this. I'm pretty sure that the shows from the radio are probably still available out there. So you can catch some of those. And if not, you can get back up to speed with us here at the Crash Course Podcast. But bottom line here, folks, what we're trying to say is that unfortunately, you do need to be intimately involved in the process now. All right. And, and it's better to be prepared than not prepared today. Okay. Years ago, maybe ignorance was bliss. I don't know, but it ain't bliss today. I can tell you that. All right. When it comes to dealing with your insurance company, ignorance is definitely not bliss. Okay. And the less you know, the worse it is for you. Okay. And they take advantage of all of that. All right. I mean, hell, they try and take advantage of us. V&J Auto Body. Been around for 41 years. You got myself and my partner over there. Between the two of us, we have about 40-something years experience on the insurance side. And it's amazing today that the things that we learned, the things that we knew, the things that we were educated on with respect to negotiating, settlements, regulations. It just seems to all be evaporating, going out the window. And for us, the consumer. Right. And I say us because I'm a consumer myself. Right. I work at the body shop, but I become that other person the minute I get involved in something like that. Right. And it's happened to me. Right. You guys have been following us. You know that I have my own personal tribulation. Right. I was in a fairly bad accident a few years back and needed surgery and all this other nonsense. And it's a huge headache. It really is. Even if you know what the hell you're doing and you're in the field or you're in the profession, it's still a nightmare. So you want to make sure that nightmare, if it happens, okay, you want to make sure that if you're in that nightmare, that you're in it with somebody that's going to be able to navigate it with you. All right. Otherwise, it's going to become a horror show. And there is a difference between a nightmare and a horror show. All right. It's almost like a dream and a fantasy, right? Fantasy is something that has, at least in my humble opinion, fantasy is something that has, no likelihood of ever happening, whereas a dream is, a possibility, right? So nightmare, same thing. Nightmare, horror show means it's in full swing. So, so that's why here at Crash Course, we have continually and do continue to, try and reach out and grow our sphere of influence here. Really appreciate it, folks who have been with us for the long haul, keep popping in from, time to time and stay with us and see what's changing and, see what other things we have to say about these issues. Really appreciate it. And like I said, keep telling everybody else, folks, let's really try and build this fellowship here going into 26, because the more and more people that get educated on stuff. All right. This is how this works, folks, with the insurance industry. The more people that get educated, the more people that understand their rights, their expectations with respect to their insurance policy and the New York State regs, the more likely it is that the insurance companies are not going to get away with a lot of stuff. But you see, they depend on ignorance because it's not bliss, right? Not for us, but for them it is. For them it is. The dumber you are, or the more ignorant you are about the process, about your policy, about the repair process, That's great for them. There's nothing they love better than a person that gets on the phone. Yeah, hi, I have to report an accident. Oh, okay, hold on. All right, let's get your name and everything, blah, blah, blah. And then here it comes. Okay, well, you should take your car to Tricky Dick's Auto Body because they work with us and they'll fit. Oh, okay. And you don't know anything, and whoop, there goes your car right into their body shop. It's not their body shop. I get it. They don't own it. Okay, but they sponsor it. By default, they sponsor it. Okay, and let's face it, folks. All right, you got to really be real with yourself. All right, if you're going to a body shop that's sponsored or promoted by the insurance industry, all right, or by Allstate or State Farm or Geico, I don't know, pick one, any of them. All right, how loyal is that guy going to be to you if there's a problem? Right? I mean, if you really think about it, if something happens or you get in the trenches with the insurance company over anything, whatever, it could be something as simple as paperwork or something more complicated as a paint problem. Maybe they don't feel they should be blending certain things, and you went in there, your car looked pretty good, and now you're leaving, and your car's a two-tone car, right? So these are all issues that have to be dealt with, all right? And if you're not in the right place, well, you already know what's going to happen, all right, if you've been following us and listening to us. All right, and that's why we keep beating the drum here. Right, that's why I feel it's very important that all of us have more of a personal stake in this. We pay a lot of money for insurance, man. If that's not an incentive for people to try and understand something about what the hell they're paying for, it's just to me, it's always been mind-boggling. Always been a mind-boggling question. You pay all this money. And some people don't even pay. They just write the check every year. All right, what's the premium? $3,000 here. Write the check. There you go. You don't even know what the hell you just paid for. Some people paid for nothing. Literally, they come to me. They had an accident, and I tell them, "Oh, by the way, you have a $1,500 deductible." And then after they pass out and we pick them up off the floor, we tell them, and you also don't have rental anymore. What do you mean? Well, when I reinstated the policy, they told me I had it. Well, you don't. And you didn't bother to check. And now you have no rental car, $1,500 in deductibles that you got to pay me. Okay. And on top of that, okay, you're also with a company that wants to put junk and crap parts on your car. So to me, I don't know about anybody else, man, but I know me, I want to know about that shit beforehand. Not when the problem presents itself. But with insurance, this is what you get. Okay. We get knee-jerk reactions because people just don't feel like they need to give a damn. And I get it because the thought process around it is, well, what am I going to do? Right? I got to have it. They tell me I got to have it. I go down, I find some jackass that's selling insurance. He gets me a policy. Now I'm legal. Woo! And off I go on the magic carpet ride. And then you get down the road and bang, you're wrapped around a tree or something. Now you find out, buyer's remorse. Okay. Is what I call it with insurance. Buyer's remorse. Right? Now you march into a body shop and you're like, yeah, I got insurance. Yeah, I got Allstate. Oh, great. Okay. And you look at it, you got Allstate, all right. You got nothing here. So, and then it's, poor me. And then you cry on the shoulders of the body shop. And folks, let me tell you something. Those are crocodile tears, boy. I got to tell you, if you're in an insurance sponsored shop, crocodile, you might as well not even waste your time. You're going to pay your deductible. Okay, you're going to pay your deductible. You're going to get subpar repairs, and I don't give a shit. If there's a guy out there right now that operates a DRP shop, no problem. Give us a call. We'd love to hear from you. All right? Bottom line is, all right, you're in bed with the insurance company for one reason only. Okay, and that's because you're either too lazy, too uninformed, all right, or you just feel that marketing and advertising are just an expense you can't afford or haven't been able to wrap your head around. All right, that's it. And as a result, you're going to rely on the insurance company to send you the work that you need to build your business and grow your business. I love when there's I subscribe to all these fender bender, auto body repair, and I read these articles every month in there, and about super duper tricky dick auto body and ABC, and all these guys, and then you drill down in it, and they're a DRP, or they're a DRP, or they do work for 5 different insurance companies. I'm thinking to myself, you're not growing anything. You're not growing shit. You're fooling yourself. You're growing your business? You're growing your business by how? By relying on the insurance company to send you customers. Hey, listen, man, I mean, good for you, right? Maybe you capture them then? Maybe that you look at it that way? I don't know. You're like, yeah, they send me people, and then, hopefully they like us, and then they come back next time. Okay, maybe. But they didn't go there because they liked you in the first place. They went there because some jackass at the insurance company told them that they have to go there, or that they better go there, or they should go there. Point is, folks, if you go to an insurance-sponsored shop, you fall into the trap with these insurance company body shops, all right, that they promote, they support. It's not a shop that's going to be loyal to you, okay? Despite what they're going to tell you, despite what they want you to sign, and, despite all the smoke and mirrors and all the other shit, bottom line is, if something happens, they ain't going to stand in your court. They're not. They can't. Be honest with yourself. If their business, if the majority of their business relies on these insurance companies sending them work, and folks, let me tell you about these programs too. Now, you've probably heard me say this in years gone by. They actually monitor everything with these shops too. Okay, their severity, that means the dollar amount average of their estimates. Okay, think about that. Dollar amount average estimating. They're more concerned about what the dollar amount on average is going to be on the cars they fix. So how concerned is he about fixing your car the right way? Dollar amount averaging on estimates, okay, and a whole ton of other metrics, all right, that they call key points, or, key measurement issues, customer service issues, and all this other shit. So they get measured just like a company employee, all right, across a whole spectrum of metrics. And you're rolling in there, right? You don't know the guy from Adam. Insurance company told you to go down there. You're going to pay your deductible, okay? But I mean, you got to be honest with yourself, right? If this is where the guy gets his majority of work, all right, the body shop gets the majority of their work this way. I mean, I don't know. I mean, even if I didn't know anything about anything, I would still kind of be very skeptical about, how comfortable he's going to be with me, or how supportive he's going to be with me, right? If I'm with Allstate and Allstate told me to go to this body shop, and this body shop gets 80% of their work from Allstate, is this guy going to want to be my cheerleader? No. Come on. Give me a break. 80% of his business is coming from them. Is he going to want to cheerlead for you? No. Not at all. Bullshit. Be honest with yourself. Ain't happening. So you should be going to an independent shop always, folks. And you know where you go. V&J Auto Body, of course. Right? Fiercely independent body shop. Fighting the good fight for all of us. Right? Nothing like pure competition and independence to promote the best consumer outcome. Right? Not this socialized approach to the auto body insurance industry. It's all bullshit. Don't work. It works for them. It don't work for you. Okay, remember, it works for them, doesn't work for you. All right, so stick with us in 26, and you're going to continue to be the most highly educated and informed people around when it comes to these things. All right, and it's important, folks. It really is. All right, the shit that's going on, I'm going to finish up here with this. The stuff that went on in 25 is only going to get worse in 26. And what do I mean by that? I mean the insurance, especially also, if you're with Allstate or State Farm, wake up, okay? Wake up. All right, I got customers now where we have their cars. All right, I'll leave you with this little tidbit. The car comes to me. It's in mobile. They have 6 days to see the car, by the way. 6 business days, excluding legal holidays and weekends. But what they're doing now is they've decided that they don't even have to, as a matter of custom and courtesy, they don't even have to try to schedule shit. They just call up. So your car comes to me. It sits with me for 3 days. Now, mind you, I have 4 or 5 cars every day being scheduled. They call up and say, hey, how you doing? We're coming down tomorrow, man, to look at Mr. Smith's VW. And I'm like, no, you're not. I don't have any availability. I already booked out 5 cars. Oh, well, you're not allowing us to see the car? No, you could see the car, but you just can't see it tomorrow. No, you're not allowing us to see the car. No problem. We're going to let the insured know, and now we'll come back in 2 weeks. Okay? You heard it first here on Crash Course, folks. This is what's going on with Allstate and State Farm. And forget about it. Forget if you're not even insured with them. Holy shit. If you're not insured and you put a claim in against these guys, they might take 15 days to see your car. All right, this is what's going on, folks. Wake up. You want to be out of your car for 15 days? You got that kind of money to lay out for rental? I don't. Okay? I don't. You have a lot of aftermarket shit on your car and you're with Allstate, State Farm? You better let them know. Remember I talked about endorsements? We'll get around to that again. $1,000, that's all they're paying, folks. After that, it's coming out of your pocket. Your car ends up somewhere and they're charging astronomical fees and it goes over $1,000 and you're trying to get your car out of there? Too bad. Tough shit. They're paying $1,000. That's all it is in Allstate. All right? This is what you learn here, Crash Course. Okay? These are things you're not going to hear anywhere else or learn anywhere. Your agent's not going to tell you. Go talk to your Allstate agent. He ain't going to tell you this. Probably doesn't even know. All he wants to do is sell, sell, sell. Folks, wake up. All right? Stick with us. Crash Course. We're looking out for the little guys. We're looking out for you. All right, we're going to continue to do that in 26. All right, everybody, we're going to end it there. Oh, it's Squeaky, man. Our buddy Squeaky. He's getting all excited for New Year's Eve. I don't know where he's going to be. I'm going to be in my apartment just chilling out. Everybody, really, though, have a safe, happy, healthy New Year's Eve. I don't know if you're partying or whatever you're doing. Hey, be careful. You know, DWI checks are going to be all over the hell out there. All right, so let's keep it safe. And everybody have a good time, and we'll be back at it in 26. And like I said, I really appreciate everybody who's been following us here. Please keep spreading the word. We do continue to grow, and really appreciate that. It's tremendous. Like I said, there's a lot of stuff that's going on, and it's only going to continue to get worse. So stick with us so you're informed, and you're the most highly informed and intelligent person out there when it comes to all these issues involving insurance, auto body, personal injury, and all those lovely things. All right, everybody. Happy New Year, and we'll see you on the other side.